Well, this is certainly a night full of wrestling action, wasn't it? In all honesty, some of this was decent to good. Some of it, however, was, I'm John Renton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 32 Night 4 event. A blocka, B blocka, C blocka, and she wants the D blocka action. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. This is a bit of an unexpected video, and what I mean by that is on the Night 3 review, I was talking about the fact I was going to take Night 4, Night 5, Human Centipede them together into one video and present it to you all probably Sunday evening or maybe even Monday afternoon because I'm going to be very busy with work, and I still am. And I did a 2.5 hour game stream with my best friend Chris, aka the Derbinator. A bit of a fundraising aspect. We were trying to help people out, especially somebody close to us, and also a couple people who basically things have just gotten to where they need help, and everybody does need help. So check out that video. It is on the channel now. You don't have to donate. There's no obligation, but if you can, let's help some good people out. Now, there will be other game streams coming up at some point, dates to be determined, but nevertheless, let's crack on with this review. So Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton on commentary, and I wonder if y'all can guess when this show kind of started to lose my interest and when it really lost my interest. There was some good stuff on this show I will praise, but nevertheless, New Japan has got some issues, and they've got some kinks they got to work out, and they got some stuff that's going to have to be addressed, and fast. So anyway, Juice Robinson, Kenta, and El Phantasmo taking on Goto, Finlay, and Oiwa. Gee, I wonder who's taking the pin. I really fucking wonder. And Chris Charlton on commentary saying Kenta's got a thing for sticks. He likes to grab other men's sticks, basically. Sudden death on Oiwa 1, 2, 3. And then Nakashima, who's been recovering from an elbow injury, I believe, got beat up. Oh no, his recovery. I think he's mostly fine, or otherwise he wouldn't be taking bumps like that. And then we get to Filthy Tom Lawler and Royce Isaacs of Team Filthy taking on Jonah and Bad Dude Tito. I have to say right now, Jonah's theme just doesn't do it for me. I love Tom Lawler's theme. Something about Jonah's theme just doesn't click. Jonah versus Tom Lawler, that interests me. It's great to see Royce Isaacs, who was competing in historic Washington Hall just a few years ago, on a big stage like this. He has worked really, really hard. He worked in the NWA, he's worked in New Japan Strong. Great to see him in front of big crowds like this. And Bad Dude Tito is certainly not bad. Him and Jonah are a good team. Roy's just showing off his insane strength. That is something else. Tom Lawler is a joy to watch. Jonah is a very good big man. Well, Tom Lawler does this weird tie-up finisher that apparently is called, and I had to check my notes, St. Andrew's Cross. It's a great name for the finisher. I do have to say right now that if you saw the show, look up the results and look up what Zack Saber Jr. calls his finisher. It is fucking incredible, the names he comes up with. But Tom Lawler gets the victory. Good stuff. And then Lance Archer, Taichi, and Takuma Chinoku taking on Yujiro, Takahashi, Chase Owens, and Bad Luck Fale. Look, I love Lance Archer. Taichi's very good. Taka, the fact he's still going despite all the injuries that he's had, that's good. It is great to see him still competing, and I'm sorry, I don't give two shits about anything in House of Torture or Bullet Club. And I just basically wrote nope. I mean, Archer and Fale continuing their feud, that's a feud that needs to continue. Why didn't Archer win by countout? Why did Fale win? Pimp Juice pins Taka. There you go. And then we get to United Empire, Ospreay, Cobb, and the Great Okan. All hail the Great Okan, taking on House of Torture. So, Evil, Show, and Dick. No, I will not. Fuck the House of Torture. Fuck anybody that thought it was a good idea and creative to put that up. Seriously. Or whoever books this. I mean, I don't even think they have anything creative. I mean, they definitely don't have anything creative when it comes to the House of Torture. Okan's finisher, it's called the Sheep Killer, but the actual name is Subaru Ozawa Sheep Killer. Why that makes me laugh, I don't know. He stops Dick. He gets Dick for the win. And at one point, during that, he's... God damn it. Kevin Kelly says, twisting Dick, turning Dick. Now he's choking Dick. And Chris Charlton fires back, but that's usually something Okan does when he's home with his anime. My God. That's funny stuff. LIJ members, Naito, Sonata, and Bushi took on Tama, and Jado. Sounds like a weird buddy cop drama. I wonder who's taking the pin. Hi, Jado. You're taking the pin. At one point, they noticed the physique on Tama Tonga, and commentary says, I wonder how much of that New Japan protein he's been drinking. Kevin Kelly, like he stole it. Fucking Michael Elgin, god damn it. Fucking idiot. In addition to being a piece of shit, now he's a goddamn moron, apparently. More of a moron than we thought. If the rumors are to be believed. But that's fucking hilarious. Whose knees will hold up? Place your bets. That could be between Naito, Tana, and Sonata, sadly. Skull and taps Jado. There you go. Not a bad match. The commentary line is pretty funny. Zack Saber Jr. versus Aaron Henare. C block of action. Very good stuff. And I don't mean that with disrespect. I'm just not going to clap too loud because it's the sound of one man with the clap. I think that's how that saying goes. Nevertheless, Zack Saber Jr. with great submission work, targeting the previously torn Achilles that Henare came back from when he was Toa Henare, when he was a young lion. And he's been impressing me for a number of years. For what that's worth, I'm just one fan. But I think that he has big potential to be at least a sizable player in New Japan. He fits in fine. His style works well. And Zack Saber Jr. is a fucking joy to watch. Great strength displayed by Henare. Just the clubbing blows, the strikes, the kicks. Never get into a kicking contest. Why did Zack Saber Jr. try to anger him with a volley of repeated strokes to the head? I don't know. But this was good. He did hit Rampage at one point, not the AEW show. No, there's more people watching this show than Rampage. And then he gets a senton, gets Ultima, not the spell from Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy III in the States, but not double Ultima that the Emperor unleashed when the world went to ruin. Video game fans that appreciate the old Final Fantasy games are just loving that right now, and everybody else has no fucking idea what I'm talking about. But he goes for the full Nelson. He keeps going for it. And Zack finally gets an Achilles lock on and gets it and just wrenches it. And Aaron Henare. It took me a while to stop calling him Toa Henare. Aaron Henare taps out, and there you go. And he's icing his Achilles. I hope he was just selling. I really hope he wasn't actually hurt. Ooh. But anyway, that was pretty good. What was also... Okay. Shin Go versus Yoshihashi. She wants the deep look. I know there are some people who like Yoshihashi. I don't hate him, but the fact this went past 8 minutes, I know they are bound determined to try and make it where Yoshihashi is a really good wrestler. And you know what? He can do the moves, and he can do some stuff, and he has trained hard. He is as boring as fucking white bread. He is just not interesting at all. Driftwood is more interesting than him. That bow staff he has is more interesting. That bow staff could be laying down, it could be on fire, and it'd be, you know what? That's still more interesting than Yoshihashi. Look, Yoshihashi did some good stuff. Shin Go did some good stuff. There was some good firing up. The crowd was into it. There were some good near falls. At one point, Yoshihashi early on, though, hurls himself stupidly over the top rope. Good strategy there, you fucking idiot. But good, back and forth. Way more competitive than needed to be. I did write down, remember when Shin Go was world champion just a few months ago? And then we get the ground cobra, the clutch, the pin, 1, 2, 3, and there you go. Shin Go Takagi, advance. It gets 2 points. Thank fuck Yoshihashi didn't win, or I might have set my notes on fire, which wouldn't have been a good thing. And then Okada took on Yano in the A Block semifinal, where serious Yano, and he was pissed, and he was violating every goddamn rule that he could to try and get the victory. Exposed buckle spots, we got a power bomb for 2. Yano was pulling out moves that we hadn't seen for a while. You go back years and years, you'll recognize this version of Yano. But then the money clip gets locked on, and then Okada hits a spinning Rainmaker to an extent. But we get a couple roll-ups because Yano says, haha, I'm going to surprise him with a spit to the eye, just drink and whoosh. Nope, that didn't work. He only got a couple roll-ups, and then eventually a backbreaker variation, then the money clip clutch. See, when Okada does that and clutches like that and has the guy on his stomach, that works. There you go. And then the main event, Tomohiro Ishii versus the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Jay White. Rinse, repeat with Jay, and he wins with the Blade Runner. There you go. That's it. If it sounds like I'm dismissive of Jay White's work, he is very talented. I find him boring. That's it. So instead of ranting, he just did. Look, him and Ishii had a good enough match. I just didn't care. That being said, Night 5, that review may still not be up until sometimes late Sunday, early Monday. I do apologize. I will do my best to have individual reviews of all these G1 Climax shows, but if I have to delay a few in the near future, I do apologize. That being said, once again, please check out that game stream. That's up 2.5 hours to check it. Check the pinned comment, donation link, and a couple other Twitter profiles you can visit if possible. We'll try to do more in the future. That being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.